Norway's destinations is incredibly simple. It is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Impossibly steep-sided, Norwegian fjords of amazing beauty carve gashes deep into the interior from a rocky coastline. Elsewhere, the interior of Norway's rocky topography resembles the ramparts of a natural fortress. There are numerous wonderful places to visit in Norway. You have the Tromsø region in the far north, Alesund on the west coast, and wonderful tiny towns like Flåm tucked deep in the mountains. These landscapes provide as a backdrop for some of Europe's most beautiful settlements, no matter where you are in Norway. Here are some must-see beautiful places in Norway. Number 11. Trolltunga. Trolltunga is one of the greatest scenic spots in Norway. From the top, the views of the surrounding area are breathtaking. The hike itself is strenuous and not for the faint of heart, and you should seriously evaluate your fitness level before embarking on it. The entire hike will take all day, 12+ hours if you're a little slower, so pack plenty of supplies and dress appropriately. Nobody appreciates a rash hiker. The trails should not be hiked from mid-October to mid-March. It's quite perilous at this time of year, and is only suggested for the most experienced hikers. Always follow local and official recommendations. Number 10. Jotunheimen National Park. Jotunheimen National Park, which spans a vast area of central Norway, is home to some of the most breathtaking terrain and landscapes in the country. It is appropriately called as the home of the giants, as it is home to several mountain ranges, as well as several valleys, glaciers, and lakes. Jotunheimen is especially magnificent, with 60 glaciers and 275 summits over 6,560 feet or 2,000 meters. It is home to classic paths such as Besseggen, Hurringane, and those in the shadow of Galdhøpiggen, Norway's highest peak. Mountain lodges and well-marked paths in the area make glacier walks, summit excursions, mountain climbing, and skiing accessible to guests. Its sweeping valleys are home to sparkling emerald lakes and shimmering glaciers, as well as reindeer, elk, and the occasional wolverine. Number 9. Oslo. Oslo, Norway's capital, is placed in a gorgeous location at the end of the Oslofjord fjord, with an abundance of lakes and islands nearby. The city has a long history dating back over 1,000 years, and is a major economic, cultural, and political center. While most of the capital's architecture is now imaginative and contemporary, patches of old timber buildings may still be found here and there. Aside from its strong performing arts industry and crowded festival program, the city has outstanding museums and art galleries to explore, including the Viking Ship Museum. Other attractions in Oslo include the Munch Museum, which houses the Scream and other works by Edvard Munch, and the Folkemuseet, an outdoor museum with over 150 historic structures from all across Norway, including a stave church. Number 8. Tromsø. The largest city in northern Norway, located a cool 250 miles 400 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, is the country's most prominent city, with the world's northernmost church, brewery, and botanical garden, among other things. Tromsø is well known for its abundance of 18th century timber buildings, as well as the natural beauty of its surrounds. Fjellheisen cable car rides up Storstinen Mountain provide guests with breathtaking views of the surrounding fjords and mountains. Summer or winter, the vista at 421 meters 381 feet above sea level is spectacular. The area is ideal for hiking in the summer. You'll probably prefer to use the cafe and restaurant in the winter. Tromsø is one of the world's best spots to see the northern lights. Number 7. Alesund. Alesund, located on Norway's west coast, is the gateway to the famed northwest fjords and surrounding alpine ranges. Alesund's current picturesque aspect is the result of a city-wide reconstruction following a fire in 1904 that destroyed everything but the jail and a church. From its ashes sprang a whole new town, predominantly made of stone and built primarily by young Norwegian architects trained in Germany. They constructed structures rich in embellishment, with turrets, spires, gargoyles, and other fantastical aspects based on local motifs, and were heavily influenced by the Jugendstil Art Nouveau movement of the time. One of Norway's most iconic views comes from above the town. The Jugendstil Center, or Art Nouveau Center, is where visitors may learn more about the style. A walk up the 400 steps to the lookout Fjellstrua is also worthwhile. The mountain top provides breathtaking views of Alesund and the surrounding islands. Number 6. Svalbard. Svalbard is a collection of islands situated between the Arctic Ocean, the Barents Sea, the Greenland Sea, and the Norwegian Sea. Since 1920, the islands have been governed by Norway. Its towns are the world's most northern permanently inhabited locations, considerably northerly than any section of Alaska and all but a few of Canada's Arctic islands. Svalbard, the Sepolar archipelago, is a true destination of the heart. Svalbard, Europe's most evocative slice of the polar north, and one of the continent's remaining big wilderness zones, is deliciously secluded yet shockingly accessible. Shapely peaks, enormous ice fields, 60% of Svalbard is covered by glaciers, and heartbreakingly beautiful fjords serve as a backdrop for an abundance of Arctic species, including walruses and almost 1/6 of the world's polar bears. It's no surprise that Svalbard is jam-packed with summer and winter activities that get you out in the snow. Number 5. Preikestolen. Preikestolen, the pulpit rock, rises 604 meters above the Lysefjord, and the journey to it is one of Norway's most famous. Preikestolen is popular, with over 300,000 nature-loving hikers visiting the iconic rock structure each year. The 8-kilometer trip begins at Preikestolen Fjellstue, a mountain resort. Allow for hours for this somewhat difficult round trip. Join one of the daily guided walks that operate from April to October, or see the cliff from a tourist boat on the fjord. Some tours offer combination hikes and cruises. If you're worried about sharing Preikestolen with too many people, start the hike at night, and you'll have a touch of magic when the light comes up. Alternatively, go in the afternoon. Preikestolen Fjellstue and Lillelund Hotel are the closest hotels. You can alternatively spend the night in Stavanger and enjoy a boat tour on the Lysefjord from there. Number 4. Lofoten Islands. The Lofoten Islands, located close off Norway's northwest coast, are famous for their spectacular and unusual beauty, with steep mountains rising majestically above the water. Secluded beaches, bays, and tranquil tiny fishing communities are interspersed among its majestic peaks. Few travelers ever forget their first encounter with the Lofoten Islands. This incredible island chain's rocky walls rise abruptly from the sea in summer greens and yellows or stark blue and white of winter, their razor-sharp peaks thrusting at a brilliant cobalt sky or cloaked curiously in swirling mists. Traditional fishermen's cottages can be found in its tiny villages and towns, as well as a few tourist attractions such as the Viking Museum and War Memorial Museum. The Lofoten Islands are an excellent location for viewing the aurora borealis, often known as the Northern Lights. While there is no certainty that the Northern Lights will emerge at any given period from October to March, if you are lucky enough to view them, it is an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life. Hiking, cycling, and rock climbing in its different landscapes are among popular diversions, as are gorgeous boat rides and whale-watching cruises. Number 3. Bergen. Bergen is located on Norway's west coast and is bordered by the beautiful Seven Mountains, as well as various fjords and woods. It was once a member of the Hanseatic League and has long been an important commerce hub and seaport, and it is today the country's second largest city. A famed maritime past has left the city with the picturesque and UNESCO World Heritage listed waterfront area of Bergen, an antique tangle of wooden structures on the eastern side of Vagenport. Colorfully painted wooden merchants' homes and warehouses, as well as a couple of wonderful museums, restaurants, and bars, may be found here. In addition to its famed, photogenic shoreline, the city includes an impressive fortification and some magnificent medieval churches. Bergen has a vibrant and youthful atmosphere due to its huge student population. While its bar and nightlife culture is undoubtedly worth exploring, the beautiful scenery surrounding the city is also worth seeing. A fast trip up Bergen's famed funicular is a fantastic opportunity to become acquainted with the city known as the gateway to the fjords. Number 2. Geirangerfjord. Geirangerfjord, one of Norway's most famous and photographed fjords, is located in the Sunnmøre region in the country's west. It is a popular tourist destination with stunning landscape that includes massive cliffs, sparkling waterfalls, and dazzling blue seas. The 20 kilometers long Storfjorden system, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, must rank as the world's most beautiful boat voyage. It is surrounded by rugged mountains and craggy peaks on both sides. A series of beautiful waterfalls cascade down its rock faces, the best of which are Suder and Seven Sisters Falls. The picturesque and peaceful settlements of Geiranger and Alesund are located at either end of the fjord. Many cruise ships and sightseeing trips pass through the fjord due to its breathtaking beauty, especially during the warm summer months. While seeing the scenery from the ship's deck is a magnificent experience, it is also worth climbing up some of the prominent peaks and plateaus, such as Dalsnibba and Ornesvingen, for the spectacular vistas. Number 1. Atlanterhavsfjord. The picturesque journey Atlanterhavsfjord is a 36 kilometers long river in western Norway's Møre-og-Romsdal county. Atlanterhavsfjord is one of the most well-known highways in the world for road trips. This road is highly recommended for a tour of Norway. The route is commonly referred to as the Atlantic Highway, but it is officially named as Atlanterhavsfjord. The rest area and walking route at Eldhusøya, an island southwest of Averøya, and the glass-fronted viewing platform at Askavagen, about 10 kilometers north of Bud, provide a 360-degree panoramic view of the archipelago, the water, and the beach. The Storsisen Bridge, which is 23 meters high and also a bend in the road, is the most well-known and highest bridge. Furthermore, with a length of 260 meters, it is the longest bridge. You don't have to have your own car to follow the road, but it makes it a lot more enjoyable. All year, Auto buses connect Molde with Kristiansand. Monday through Friday, there are 5 buses per day, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. It's a about 2-hour-round voyage, but if you buy a day ticket, you can get on and off whenever you want. If you're thinking about visiting Norway, I've given a recommendation for the cheapest ticket in the description box. Do you like our videos? Don't forget to subscribe to Miracle Travels and click the bell icon to get new video updates, and give the comment below for your next destination.